In this question, we're asked to predict the bond polarity for the circled bond. On Alex, on a colored screen, these are highlighted, but here this is black and white, so you can't really tell. But here, if we want to look at whether an individual bond is polar, we want to consider differences in electronegativity. So in this case, we have a carbon on one side and an oxygen on the other. Oxygen is much more electronegative than carbon. So this is a polar bond, and therefore the electrons will spend more time around the oxygen than they would around the carbon. For this particular bond, overall this molecule is nonpolar, which we'll get into later. The more electronegative atom is oxygen. In this case, we have a chlorine bonded to a fluorine. Fluorine is more electronegative than chlorine, and this one is overall polar, as well as this individual bond is polar. So this is a polar bond, and the more electronegative atom is fluorine. Here, we have two carbons on either side of this bond. So this highlighted bond is nonpolar because they're both carbons, so therefore they have the same electronegativity.